A peaceful one, a quiet one.
I get all the peace I need from serving the
Even
goddess.
vermin leave
A
behind a
life
worthy
of
scrap or
peace, I
two.
say. Let the lost die that we may live.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Human reinforcements. No need for a supple young kitten like yourself here. My rats will find the villagers in no time at all. Do you pretend not to know me, child? Surely you stare into my left eye each time you admire the full moon. But play coy if you will.
The goddess. A life of peace, I
Even
say.
the old one
Let the lost die that we may live.
What are you doing?
What do you call that?
Adhering my human.
Oh,
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
They lost one of them.
or even the old one can pass this steel in a single blow.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
The old mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. Ah, the wolfish shepherd woman, she. I am world renowned for my ability to search and to find. Why, you might ask, feigning ignorance so that you might hear more of my lilting voice. Rats, kitten. Rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat, and so there is no hiding from me. I raise them, train them, lead them. I am their king. And my subjects will find those hidden villages in no time at all!
Death.
Well, some say death.
Or even the old one can pass this.
Lost lambs, yes, fleeing the slaughter. Naughty, naughty! I'll give them quite the spanking when my rats whisper to me where to find them. Yes, perhaps I'll get my fill of my own private punishments first and foremost. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding his house. Wicked enchantments, are they? Our mother, yes. And we do suckle from the teat of her goodwill. No wonder so many of us starve.
What do you call that? Oh,
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
What are you doing? Adhering.
An iron fist in an iron glove is our Gratilda. She doesn't tolerate failure any more than I tolerate a spring nymph stealing glimpses of me during bath time. No, Shira, I say, you'll get your fill at the God's Day Festival.
Vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head in a tight little bun and my quill at the ready, the old mother doesn't share her every concern with me, you know. No, she whispers to her pillow at eventide, when only the feathers can hear her. Perfectly disciplined, aren't they? They'd obey my every command, and when I die, they'll all leap into my grave so that they needn't be without me. Don't try to stop them, no. They won't have it any other way.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Some say death.
See how these rats labor. Even the lowliest beast bears a loyalty utterly unfound in the so-called higher species.
It isn't the high species you've got to worry
Let the
about.
lost die that
It's
we
these
may live.
revolting orcs.
Not even the old mother can bust this steel in a single blow.
What are you doing, lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
What do you call that?
Back to admire my work, my shapely physique. Well, get an eyeful, kitten. Envy is all you get from me. It takes a lifetime to achieve the level of skill necessary to train the beasts of the earth as I have. And I wouldn't share my secrets for anything. Not even a lock of your hair.
I get all the peace I need from serving the
Even
goddess.
vermin leave behind a worthy scrap.
Let the lost die that we may live.
In the market for some premium gear, are ya? Anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated them. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The old mother chooses first from among the spoils, and the rest she grants to us to use or turn to profit. Even vermin leave behind a word. And for more, can't say I'll blame ya. The old mother selected this stock herself.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
What are you doing, lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Final battle it is. Guaranteed with plenty of dead after one of them.
Queen of relics.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Some say death, but it's more of a second life, I say. A peaceful one, a quiet one.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
What are you doing, lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Guaranteed with plenty of dead after one of them.
Vermin could harbour such useful relics. Share in the plunder.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Well, Some say death, but it's a second to life, I say. A truce,
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh. What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Well, some say death, but it's a second to life, I say. A truce,
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Anyway, human.
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
The final battle is guaranteed to be finished dead after.
What do you call that, tinfoil? Oh, my...
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
Big ugly brute making me do his dirty work. I bet his skull and neck
A single frog-skinned one of you?
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One on one.
Making like a cake.
That's so. Y'all can't stand up and talk. That's why I'm getting with this friends, can you?
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Ain't there something behind here?
I could do with a cold drink.
Get them before they turn to ash.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or
Put
two.
heat!
Oh, my auger's flame kindles at your approach. In the market for some magical artifacts and scrolls, are you?
Yeah, but her orders don't come back.
You'll find yourself a sheep in yourself bloody up and bonnet.
The sheep. What do you call that? I do it too. Oh, my What do you call that? Oh, my
Anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated them. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The All-Mother chooses first from among the spoils, and the rest she grants to us to use or turn to profit.
Standing guard. Don't.
Seven's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
By order of the All-Mother, you
Even the All-Mother
counts on magic baubles.
Three of them. Let's check him out and go get some wine,
By order of the All-Mother, you discounts on magic baubles. Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
Screw yourself with the rusty base, why not?
Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder. Back again, I see. Of the elements world beyond your control? Fear not, I've every scroll you need. Soon the flames will dance at your behest, and yours alone. Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder. Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
2 o'clock. Jack a diamond. Finally. What do you call it? Oh, well, that. Let's run it. Sit out the first. Let's shut your mouth and go get some wine. Wait for that one. Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Let's see that last bloody car.
Fine, I'll check it. Now, let's see what we're hiding under there. 6 o'clock. What do you call it? Oh, man.
2 rigs for my blood, half full.
Come, let's see those cars. Even the old man can pass this stealing a single house. The total is standing guard. Alongside the metal. What a stupid thing.
Hey,
What do you call
conduit's
it?
orders.
Oh,
To get on her bad side, you know that.
yeah, but her orders don't show my fever. You go find yourself a sheep in this old bloody a sheep. Now, what do you call it? Oh, my
7's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
back to me. I'm gonna call it that. Now, wages, fellas. King of Courts, sparkling Jack a diamond. Finally, even the old man tries this thing. No reason to keep ignoring. No, go sort yourself with the rusty base.
Why, you beggar. I'll add another 10 to the tally.
Let's wrap this up. Go. Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two. Welcome you to
Jack, let's see that last
Even the old to me.
Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't job.
What do you call it?
Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
Even the old man I can pass this steel in a fish bloke.
Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash. Back again, I see. Of the elements world beyond your control? Fear not, I've every scroll. Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Sharing the plunder.
Shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic baubles.
Let the lost die that we may live.
Cards are shuffled. Now, listen, fellas.
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic baubles.
Well, that's no reason to keep ignoring. No, go screw yourself with a rusty mace, why don't you? Finally!
Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
Best not to get on her bad side. You know.
Arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
The sheep.
Let's see that last blood.
Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder.
Come, let's see those cards.
Check these cookies out.
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic baubles.
What are you doing? Lingering around here anyway,
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're with you. Time is nearly nigh.
It's
heating up.
Oh, a new immaculate face in town. What a pleasure to serve you. I've a deal running now. Double the whiskey for any and all who refrain from beating me from the neck up and the crotch down.
Of all the little dears you could have if you took matters into your own hands.
Oh, I'm nobody at all. Just the old tavern keeper in this here village. Things have been busy since the orcs came, but I've never been one to complain too much. Well, especially with with my wife and kids gone. I prefer to keep my eye on the prize. Oh, whiskey, of course. No excruciatingly terrible memory a nice glass of the good stuff can't wash away.
That one's worth 10 coins for sure. Even Vermin.
Oh, swell, guys. Swollen as swell can be. I haven't a complaint in the world. Not in the wide world. Keep me busy, they do. Day and night. Night and day and night again. Well, you might imagine me a wee bit utterly exhausted, but I wouldn't have it any other way. After all, the soul-crushing night terrors can't find you if you never sleep. That's my motto.
What do you call that, tin boy? Oh, my back!
Well, the scenery's certainly changed in recent weeks, I'll tell you that much. Used to be a quiet sort of place. Family folks, you know. Never had much trouble, and all the less because our little town played host to a source hunter and a powerful wizard both.
Hands.
Finally, I have bloody space again. Not even the old man can pass this steel in a single blow.
can't say why we were overcome so quickly. Can't say why so many of us were cut down over those shiny stones. An immaculate like you know better than me, I suppose. Yes, I suppose an immaculate just like you might have been the one who held my son's head back while Gratilda sliced his throat open, eh? Oh, but who's got time to think on the past? That way lies danger, I say. I only know that these orcs are a thirsty lot. It's my job to keep my head down and the whiskey flowing. What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armoury, but save bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge in the course of my work.
To read the cards. I'll win this one. Goddess is with me. Feel it.
What do you call that, tinfoil? Oh, my...
Look, there. Again, the lost one struts by.
Matilda gives me plenty of little dears to keep myself company.
You aim so low, Ogma. Think of all the little dears you could have if you took matters into your own hands.
What do you call that, tinfoil? Oh, my...
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle.
And what? You propose I'll escape that fate by revealing some supposed secret to you, stranger? Ha! I haven't survived the slaughter this long by gabbing on like a goose. What can I do you for?
You aim
Look,
so low.
stranger, I've been through hell and back 1,000 times in the last week alone. I wouldn't push this particular issue if I were you. Now there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour and sits in the corner by himself. Oh, but the lack of company don't keep him from making conversation. Always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, but arguing some point of his left hands against the better sense of the right. I tell you, someone like that's twice as terrifying as one of these big ornery brutes. At least you can see their clubs coming down in time to jump out the way.
You're still unkind for me.
That I am! But I'll tell you, I never served a lot quite like these Goliaths. They drink like elephants and pay like... well, they don't pay at all. Then again, I can't say I mind this little arrangement too terribly. The happier they are, the longer I evade the rack and the screw. Each glass brings us closer to the last of the whiskey, though. My bowels shrink when I think what'll happen when we get to the bottom of the last barrel. We've already exhausted the tavern supply, but I've been pilfering from my old buddy Glenn's stores. I doubt he'll mind, seeing as he was one of the first orcs sunk their claws into. Now that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Knew all there was to know about distilling whiskey, he did. Oh, what I'd give for a barrel of Glenn's good stuff now. These orcs wouldn't know what hit 'em.
Nice undercards,
Look, there. Again, the lost one struts by.
Somebody leave that door open.
Get them before they turn to ash.
Cheers. Oh, I wish there were other bottles to go up around here. Spotted some.
I told her it was a mistake. Swimming alongside
Never rains.
What a stupid thing. It's killing me so slowly. I wish it came
Come
with
to
a
its
knife.
orders.
These big green goons certainly can't handle their alcohol. Give them a sip of something fine and they're useless.
The sheep, if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had Gratilda. And I do her too.
That old rat catcher calls himself king, but there can be only one.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
Well, that's no reason to keep ignoring. No, go screw yourself with a rusty mace, why don't you?
15 goals.
Too rich for my blood. Half bowl.
We will have them back. Vermin could harbour such useful relics. Share in the plunder.
Your laptop garrick is
Goddesses, senza.
You may not know what it is to be trusted. By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
And you trust so readily
Salt
the
to the
feeble
skin.
hearts of foot soldiers.
What's Grtilda doing with all that shiny black ore anyhow? That stuff makes my head ache.
You'll beat your chest.
I guess those humans can't see all the big red stains about the place. Suppose they'd clean it if only they knew.
Get them before they turn to ash.
That's their view, the finest.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
Everything smaller than a human man. Relics. Share in the plunder.
Well, by the boot soles of Burl Boonhammer, what have we here?
Another human in Hunter's Edge. State your business, whelp.
Hail, Immaculate. By the sickle of Tyr Gutgouger, I'm glad to see another human face here in Hunter's Edge. Not yet another misshapen orcish snout.
If you fancy keeping that human face of yours, I wouldn't take my cues from the chief of the mountain apes. I may have sworn to refrain from carving my name across his back, but yours, I do believe, is free for the taking.
Regular ray of sunshine, ain't she? Don't let her manners fool you, though. Her disposition may be dark, but her wit is bright. Bright and devious. Believe me when I tell you that she's plotting against us as we speak, and would have long given the order to spill our blood if she wasn't leashed by the orders of the conduit herself.
Huge discounts on magic balls.
You've got to the count of one.
But by the shield of the Stormbringer, she'll not outfox the sworn brothers of Tanneroth. And I sincerely hope she won't outfox the likes of you either. You belong to the Silverglen tribe, I take it. Thought you were all holed up in Hiberheim. But it pleases me to see some of your number have come to Hunter's Edge. Yes, an outsider not as yet distrusted by the orcs is exactly what I need in the matter of the missing bloodstones and the matter of the wizard's house. But let's talk in my headquarters over yonder. For by the beard of the Bear Slayer, there are too many green ears around here.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads.
By order
Now,
of
good luck. 2 o'clock.
Brothers, how we are, limbs.
What a deluge!
Jarl is the head and I am a hand that wields the sword. So what do you want? It's
I'm going to call that hand.
Call. Now, 3 of diamonds.
Sir, can I?
No, you cannot, you silver reptile.
But I haven't even asked a question.
That is because
risk. There is nothing you
Cheers.
can.
Although I wish there were other bombs that go up around here.
I told you you hear?
Loud and bloody well clear, sir.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody unbothered.
A sheep? And I do her too, if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we'd done.
The goddess is with me, I can feel it. What do you want, Flatlander? If you're here for villagers, we've shipped them all out already.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
5 gold.
This is all so pointless. Doesn't even have anything worth gardening in.
A god's damn scullery maid.
Now for the flock. 2 o'clock. Hey, finally, such bloody space again.
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
What are you, a beggar?
Hey, you'll not get a peek at these prisoners without Jarl's permission. What's going on in there ain't for the faint of heart anyway. Ace of hearts. Welcome me into
Goddess is check some parts. Yeah, check. Go on.
Shut your mouth and go get some wine,
Fine,
don't
I'll
you?
check too.
Now there's an idea with a ring to it.
See what we're hiding under there. 6 of clubs.
Should I? Yeah, why not? 15 gold.
Fold. Crap on a cracker, I'm out.
Come, let's see those cards.
Check these puppies out.
I could do better.
What am I?
The game's
Damn
mine.
scullery maid. Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before I get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one. The goddess is with me, I can feel it. Though I wish there were other bombs that go up around here.
I told her it was a mistake to get on women alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
2 cards for everyone.
Yeah, but her orders
Just the
don't cure
one
my
coin
fever.
for me.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody unbothered.
I'm back
A
to me.
sheep? Nah.
I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the
And
flock.
I do her too.
2
I wasn't
o'clock.
so sure she'd bite me head
Queen
off
of
after we'd
diamonds.
done.
Finally, 7 of
What was the minimum? 5 gold? 5 by me.
What are you, a beggar? I'll add another 10 to the tally.
Look at me sideways, I'm out.
Gold.
Now for the turn card. 3 of diamonds. Doubt anyone was waiting for that one, eh?
Check.
Check.
What are you up to, sneaking around here? Got a soft spot for those damned to the rack, do you? Well, unless you've orders from Jarl himself, scram! Or you'll be next in line.
10 coins for sure.
A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who tried to come or go without Jarl's say-so. Want to get your hands on the flare knives, do you? You'll have to see Jarl about that. The way I figure it, he'll be happy to have a reason to change the guard down there. We'll never find out where those villagers are hiding if these orcs club every last witness silly. This is it, you bunch of pansies. The cards are shuffled. Now, place your bets.
Just the 1 coin for me.
Seven's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
Hey, you'll not get a peek at these prisoners without Jarl's permission. What's going on in there ain't for the faint of heart anyway. What are you up to?
On her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders
What
don't
was the
cure my
minimum?
fever.
5 gold.
I got me wages, fellas. What's a sparkly
I'll
coin?
add another 10 to the
Fellas?
tally.
Look, I know what Dracula's the best, eh? But that's no reason to keep ignoring me. No, go screw yourselves with a rusty mace, why don't you?
Yeah, check. Go on.
Fine, I'll check too. Now, let's see what we're hiding under there. 6 of clubs.
What am I?
Should I? Yeah, why not? 15 gold.
Damn it all to hell, I'd fold.
Go! Let's see those cards!
Read 'em and win, you amateurs.
I could do that. The game's mine.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. Goddess is with me.
This is it, you bunch of pansies. The cards are shuffled. Now, place your bets.
Just the one coin for me.
Good cards. 3 shiny ones.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop.
Clean up, clean out. Seven's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
Back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop. 5 of hearts.
I just got
Queen
my
of
wages, fellas.
Finally.
What's a sparkling coin?
You know.
Fellas?
Yeah,
Look,
but
I know I drank all the best ale, but that's no reason to keep ignoring.
Going to call that hand.
Screw yourself with the rusty mace, why don't
Call.
you?
Call. Now for the turn card. Jack of clubs. Interested?
Check.
Check. Let's see that last bloody card.
Fine, fine, I'll check too. Now, let's see what we have hiding under there. 4 of clubs.
Should I? Yeah, why not? 15 gold.
Fold. Crap on a crap, I'm out.
Come, let's see those cards.
Read 'em and win, you amateurs.
I could do better than that. The game's mine.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one. The goddess is with me, I can feel it.
Now there's an idea with a ring to it.
I get all the peace I need from serving the good.
Right, new round, girls.
Here, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander. Well, why not? The looting's done. There ain't much work to go round. A hand or two will take the edge off. Grab a chair and we'll deal you in. If you ain't afraid to lose your boots, we play for keeps.
Time is nearly nigh.
Can I? No, I told you cannot.
Hey! Keep your hands off my cards, Flatlander. Well, why not? The looting's done, there ain't much work to go round. Grab a chair and we'll deal you in if you ain't afraid to lose your...
Hey, keep your eyes off my cards, Flat. But why not? The looting's done. Grab a chair and we'll deal you.
I do her too, but I wasn't too sure she's back near the plan.
Right, what have we here? New blood looking to place a bet, eh? What do you say? Want to play a hand? Then let's get it on. Well, look at that. Want to play another round?
Does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. Time is nearly nigh.
Is there anything more life-sapping than standing guard?
Then let's get it on. Well, look at that. Want to play another round? Then let's get it on. Well, look at that. Want to play? Then why did you sit down in the first place? Get out of here before I stick my foot so far up your ass, people will think you've got toes for teeth. Hey, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander.
Wages, fellas. What's a sparkling coin? Fellas? Look, I know I drank all the best ale, but that's no reason to keep ignoring.
New round, girls.
Oh, go screw
2 cards
yourself
for
with the
everyone.
rusty mace. Why
5 gold.
7's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop. Hey, keep your back for more, right? What do you say? Wanna? Then let's get it on. Well, look at that. And why did you sit?
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody on about it.
A sheep?
What's the fish you so enjoy?
This is it, you bunch of pansies. The cards are shuffled. Now, place your bets.
5 gold.
Good cards, 3 shiny ones.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop. 2 of clubs. 8 of hearts. And finally, Jack of hearts.
Fine. I'll open with 5 big ones.
Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid.
To this side. I'm out. Call. Now for the turn, girl.
Brothers are we all, limbs of the tribe. Jarl is the head, and I am a hand that wields the sword. So, what do you want, Pitstain?
6 of hearts.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, why not? 15 gold.
Clean up, clean out. What am I?
Can I?
Goddamn scullery maid.
You cannot.
Let's see those cards.
But I haven't even asked my question.
That is because there is nothing you can or want or may
Nice hand of cards, that one.
in the gods down.
Let's have another round before we get too drunk to
Bloody
read
well
the
clear,
cards.
sir.
I'll win this one. Goddess is with me, I can feel it.
Cheers. Though I wish they
May
were...
your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter.
What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, conduit's orders.
The cards are
Best
The
not to get on
bloodstones are the reason we came here in the first place. The conduit has need of star stones imbued with human blood, so she can create her death knights. Both the Brotherhood and the Orcs were given their share of stones, and we filled them to the brim with blood, then stored them for the conduit to collect when she returns from Phantom Forest.
There isn't even anything like
Last
wood,
night,
though.
though, someone raided this very building and disappeared with our stones. They were being guarded by Garrick Giantbane, a son of the mountain had in trust with my life. Grutilda says he ran off with the bloodstones, that he is a betrayer to the cause of Immaculates. But I know this to be untrue.
6 of clubs.
Clean up, clean out.
The Orcs stole the stones. Of that I'm certain. Grutilda is hatching some plan, and we'll all be in dire straits indeed if it comes to fruition. Those stones make her powerful. Too powerful. We need them back. But every Orc eyes us, peak dwellers, with suspicion.
Let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one.
This is taking bloody ages.
That is why I ask of you to find proof. Proof that it was an Orc that did the deed. Once I have it, I have a reason to assault the Orcs without risking the wrath of the conduit. She'll not stand for theft among Immaculates. So find me that proof, and we'll slaughter the Orcs together.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bombs that go up around here.
I told her it was a mistake to kill all the women alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
I am Jarl Wooddockson, father among brothers, son among the mountains. Me and mine hail from the snow-capped heights of Tanarath, the very thrones of the world. Our lives are devoted to the hunt. Every town and every city we find, we plunder and burn and put to the sword. Sacrifices are they all to the might of the mountains, tokens of reverence to the power of the peaks. Gods we have plenty, of war, of death and of victory. But now, a goddess we have too. Aye, we have seen the workings of Bloodstone, and loyal are we to she who unites in blood. By the teeth of Kiel Wolfjaw, as immaculate shall we rule the world.
Let's have another round.
The conduit asked us to do what we do best. Invade and destroy. She set us on our way with a store of starstones, ready to be charged and, once made into bloodstones, sent to you folks in the mines of Luculla. We didn't know Grutilda's dogs had beat us there by a half day, but no matter. There were still plenty of strays to be caught and bled by the time we arrived. Now all that's left is finding a way into the wizard's house. The conduit's looking for something inside.
Finally!
Now we're here waiting for further orders from the conduit herself. She's gone into the Phantom Forest nearby, but we expect to hear from her shortly. I only hope we'll have the matter of the missing bloodstones sorted by then. I'll not have a soul saying we of the mountain failed to follow through.
Conduit's orders.
Fellas?
Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
I drank all the best
The orcs. No, I respect their warlike nature, for it's like ours. I respect their lust for slaughter, for we share it with them. I respect their loyalty to their leader, for I am likewise respected by my brothers. But when push comes to shove, I'd flay them all, wear their skins, and never rest until the very last one of them lay at my feet with my broadaxe nestling in its belly. Why, you may ask? Why hate them when you and them are so alike? I hate them because we are alike. I hate them because I know ours is a hate they reciprocate with blazing fury. Like two dragons are we that must share a single lair. Can't be done. Sooner or later, talons will rise and fire burst forth until one is victorious and the other's flesh is used to celebrate the victory. So it is with the Sworn of Tanneroth, and so it is with the Orcs of the Wild. One day the battle must be. One day we will feast or be feasted upon. Grutilda is worshipped like a goddess by her troops, and she rules like a deity too. All-knowing, all-powerful and merciless. She's smart and ruthless, truly an opponent to be feared. Exactly the kind of opponent I like. The conduit was wise to go to the Orcs with promises of allegiance, for they are a force that few in Rivellon can withstand. But she also knows that the pack cannot last. She's well aware the Orcs will eventually go their own way, be they sworn immaculates or not. She needn't fear them, of course. The conduit is constructing an army of warriors even the Orcs behold with dread. But it is we brothers of the mountains that may have to bear the brunt of their onslaught when things go sour. Grutilda knows the pack was never meant to last. She understands she's being used as a battering ram, as a tool to breach the gates and clear the path to triumph, only to be discarded by its operators when the true prize is in sight. She knows, and she's plotting her revenge. I can see it in those feral eyes of hers. She's surrounded by her elite. She whispers poisonous orders in the ears of her vile rat herder. No, it's no coincidence all her bloodstones have gone missing. By the hammer of Fjord Alkmount, I just know she's planning a nightmare. For her dreams are our terrors to suffer.
Go get some wine, why don't you?
With the spine breaker at her side. It's a terrible nightmare she's concocted. Aye, an orc so vile it has taken rats for pets. They swarm about him like fleas do the rest of his kind, but even they eye him with disgust. Nevertheless, it's my belief that unlike the other males among the orcs, he's no fool. He's a spy, a discoverer of secrets. Right now he's looking for the lost wizard servants, and gods protect them if he finds them. We would merely kill him. That rat lover on the other hand. Where we go, death is the horror that looms behind us. Where he goes, death is a mercy always out of reach.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? Ah, rather have
Gratilda's hulking, horrible dog. Built like a brick house and with a mind as black as pitch. There's no indignity he wouldn't inflict on any man, woman, or child his mistress marked.
Number, so 7 it is.
And back to me.
Gratilda stores him above the tavern and sends him playthings one at a time. A sentence worse than death.
These spades again.
What was the minimum? 5 gold? Fine by me.
I'll call and raise you another 5.
Let's wrap this one. Goal.
Call.
Now for the third card. Jack of clubs.
By the goddesses, take some parks!
Let's shut your
I
mouth
don't
and
know
talk.
much about him, to be frank, and I don't care to. The conduit says he's in possession of an artifact she needs, which is why we've been trying to gain entry to his house. But by the boots of our lag troll tramper, the key hasn't been forged yet that will unfasten the magical seals that encase that bedeviled sorcerer's abode.
Devil's sweaty swings. You beat me.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before we get
This
too
is
drunk to
taking
read the
bloody
cards.
ages. I need a drink and a breather.
Goddess is with
Cheers.
The deal is this. When we attacked Hunter's Edge, we and the orcs had the village completely surrounded to ensure no one could escape. The plan was a good one, for only some blacksmith and his wife managed to flee after their little demon of a pet bit an orc's arm off.
Find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
The wizard and his servants eluded us, but we know that the servants at least are still hiding somewhere around town. We need to find those damn people so they can tell us how to gain entry to the wizard's house. My men have been searching the village non-stop, and the orcs have put their rat herder on the job. But we also have some surviving villagers holed up down in the cellar. An orc torturer, courtesy of Gratilda, has been trying to find out where the servants are hiding, but has no finesse whatsoever, and almost instantly kills his victims. We've offered to do it for him, but Gratilda remains adamant he's the best of the best. Maybe you'd have better luck, though, if you're up for a spot of torture.
This wizard must be Zandalore. Thankfully, these bloodthirsty brutes haven't found him yet.
Let's hope we catch up with him before they do. Great grim gods, comrade. The spine breaker. Norok, he's called. He's the bleeding brute. The green-faced gargoyle who... I must face him. Face him and destroy him before he can claim another victim.
Right, new round, girls. 2 cards for everything.
5 gold.
Clean up, cheers. What am I? Oh, I wish they were on
Sir, can I...
A personal vendetta. Is that what you call aiming to smite a monster whose own name is Spinebreaker? Comrade, I want that orc to pay for what he's done, but I also want to save his future victims from the fate I've seen firsthand.
Bloody well clear, sir.
Another 10 to the tally.
I'd rather have Gratilda. And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we'd done.
Trouble lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own nethers.
Now anyone was waiting for that one, eh?
Shake. Let's see that one.
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Gratilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Even Mervyn leave behind a worthy scrap or 2.
Ugh, I'm dripping.
Resk. You've got to the count of 1 to
What
kneel
is it
before
that
me.
you so enjoy about death?
Fresh and even Mervyn leave behind a worthy scrap or 2.
I get all the
Right, new round,
So, which one of you fellas is winning, eh? Fellas? Look.
If I find the October lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own nethers.
Potent heat.
I spotted something.
Go screw yourself with a rusty mace, why don't you?
Though I wish there were other bottoms that go up around here.
I told her it was a mistake to kill all the women alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that. This is taking bloody ages.
Yeah, but her orders don't
I need a
stop
drink and a breather. Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? Ah, I'd rather have Matilda. And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we're done.
Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid. By the goddesses, tits, I'm parched.
Shut your mouth and go get some wine,
I'm feeding him his own. Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Sir, can I?
No, you cannot, you sewer reptile.
In from Silver Glen, Flatlander.
Question.
Ain't got the rot, have you?
There is nothing you can, or want, or may do besides guarding the goddamn door. You hear?
We've already found 3 villagers hiding in this place. They dragged them into the warehouse cellar, and I haven't heard a squeak from them since.
This is taking bloody ages. And you there! The armory's off limits, you hear? Take another step and you'll be looking for your teeth at the end of a rainbow. 'Cause it's a goddamn crime scene, isn't it? Our bloody bloodstones were stolen. The old bloody lot of them. Everybody's pointing their grubby little fingers at Garrett because he was on guard duty at the time. Yeah, it may be a tad suspicious that now he's missing, but I'll eat pig ball soup if he had anything to do with it. I mean, just look at this shattered door. There's Orchid-bot written all over it. But I'm done talking about this mess. Ask Jarl if you're so bloody interested. Chief asked you to look into the matter, did he? Well, I can't say if you know your arse from your forehead, but if you've earned Jarl's trust, you've earned mine too. Go ahead and have a look. I fear there won't be much to find, though. Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid. Brothers are we all.
We've already found 3.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole.
I never rains but it pours, eh?
Is uncertain.
Sort of fellow. Always shared his lunch with the gods' fairer creatures. Imagine our dismay when that big green beast carried him off.
And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we'd done.
Baking like a cake.
I am warm as fresh apple pie.
2 cards for everyone.
5 gold.
This is taking bloody ages. I need a drink and a breather.
Finally, 7.
Can I?
No, you cannot, you silver
I'll add another 10 to the tally.
I haven't even asked a question.
That is all. It is now you can.
If I find the old trouble hard that did this, I'm feeding him his own nettles.
You hear?
Loud,
Shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around here.
I told you it's disgusting. Alongside the men. What a stupid thing.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that. Drinking a breathe.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had for tilted. And I do her too. I wasn't so sure she'd bang the head off that doing tilted.
Fathers, goddesses, saints and parts.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back. This is taking bloody ages. I need a drink and a breather. Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around here.
I told you it's disgusting. Alongside the men. What a stupid thing.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had for tilted.
Can I?
Do her too. No, you
cannot, you silver retard.
What? I haven't even asked a question.
That is because it is not you can. Always, always. Besides guarding the gods down door. You hear?
Loud, all you well clear.
Father, goddesses, saints and parts.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back. Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around here. Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Charla and Horton. Aren't those the skeleton traders we met? Charla in Sicile, and Horton just outside this village.
If this is to be believed, their spirits are trapped in a dark priestess's totem.
Goddesses, senza, parched.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be fine. That trouble lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own nethers.
Sigurd, grant me swiftness.
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5 coins, all late.
What are you, a beggar? I'll add another 10 to the tally.
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Now anyone will wait for that one, eh? Check.
Go on.
Fine, I'll check it. What do you call it? 6 armor? Should I? Yeah.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Well, some say death, but it's a second life, I say. At least.
You will find yourself a sheep if you saw bloody on the bonnet.
A sheep, sir.
Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid. Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid.
Father, goddesses, senza, parched.
Treasure! Shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Cheers. Oh, I wish there were other bottles that go up around here.
I told you it was a mistake to kill women alongside of our men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my feet.
It never rains, but it
Go
pours,
find
eh?
yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had Matilda. And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we'd
Clean
done.
up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid.
Ugh, I'm dripping.
Jack of diamonds. Finally. Jack of
If I find the October lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own nethers.
deluge.
Sir, can I?
No, you cannot.
What?
You silly reptile.
Since I'm past.
I haven't even
Shut your mouth and go get some wine,
That
buddy.
is the cause.
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. Clean up, clean out. What am I? A goddamn scullery maid.
The goddamn door.
I could do with a cold drink.
Sweet relief. Bless the seven I have restored.
Liam.
I'm drenched.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Nice to see a fresh face that ain't green as troll snot. Best make yourself known to Jarl if you haven't.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
How perceptive!
I've spotted something interesting. Well, what's this I've spotted? Well, what's this I've spotted? this? I found something.
No! Death, you good! Here, sock of mountain apes, hogs! Your kind not welcome. Go, or you will bleed! Again, brothers! Ma voilà clou! Silver again! Pass quickly then, small one. We do not inspect, we only guard. Brother Gordag has selected this place for his own special purpose, and so we stand. Brother Gordag has beckoned us to stay. A terrible thing to lose a horn. Now the All Mother will never select him for her chosen.
I've spotted something interesting.
Spying traps ahead.
I assume you address me for a good. No use.
Kyrie human tires of head stuck so fast to body. We do not inspect, we only guard. Brother Gordag has selected this place for his own special purpose, and so we stand. Brother Gordag has beckoned us to stay. A terrible thing to lose a horn. Now the All-Mother will never select him for her chosen.
I serve the All-Mother. Apart from that, I'm nothing. And if you ain't serving her, you're less than nothing.
Is you one of them little spits looking for the villagers?
Matilda the Great. She is the living axe, Majee. You ought to bow to her, human. Matilda the Great. She is the living axe machine. To bow to her human.
What's this? I found something.
Soaked to the skin!
What's this? I found something. The trail ends at this grate. If blood loss didn't kill the sorry fellow, surely the fall did.
That's the knight's tomb beneath here. I guess it'll be more than one mystery we uncover within its depths.
I need to dry off.
The grate is set over a long, narrow vent. A corpse may have fit through its bars, but a living body would find it quite unpleasant.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
I'm feeding him his own neck.
There's nothing to find in this bleeding dump.
What a deluge!
Oh, I'm tripping. Someone leave an Door open.
My, you're still alive. Way to beat the odds, Wanderer. Yeah. Well, don't go round angering Immaculates, though perhaps it won't be very long before they have a stab at... Can't say I remember who I was. She's an especially bright one, you know. Most necromancers can only revive a dead corpse into an animated one, but she manages to yank these days.
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that really looks them on your toesies?
Yes, good friend. I'm quite busy finding for them. Charla is mine. In any case, has been time well spent. So many. Have a look by all means. You look like... Goodbye then, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy a glance at some of my wonderful goods.
Well, some say death, but it's more like... Where could a gaggle of scared people get to?
You there, tell me, how's your vision? Any ailments in the liver or spleen? Lost ones are everywhere these days, after all. Again, the lost one struts by.
Matilda gives me plenty little dears to keep myself company.
You aim so low. You there, tell me, how's your vision? Any ailments in the liver or spleen? Lost ones are everywhere these days, after all. Again, the lost one struts by.
Matilda gives me plenty little dears to keep myself company.
You aim so low, Ogna. Think of all the little dears you could have if you took matters into your own hands. Look, there. Again, the lost one struts by.
Matilda gives me plenty little dears to keep myself company.
You aim so low, Ogna. Think of all the...
The orcs tore through this place like wild pigs. Blades and rubbish. I ain't a bleeding maid.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
My, you're still alive. Way to beat the odds, Wanderer. Yeah! Well, though perhaps it won't be very long before they can't say business, but these days...
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash. Boy, the All-Mother says almost connected, does she? Tell her to stay in the warehouse.
Tell the old mother you've got a problem with her judgment if you feel so strongly about it.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Been gunning for my post since the beginning.
I serve the old mother. Apart from that, I'm nothing. And if you ain't serving her, you're less than nothing.
One of them those little spits looking for the village. I've got my eye on you.
Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later.
Maybe you. Me? I'd like to know a bit about my haggis. Bloody.
Human haggis. Been too long, hasn't it, brother?
By the devil's sweaty sweat. You beat me.
Yappy. Again, twirly. Oh, it is right. Naughty dog. Ought I call you all father? Better quit that blasphemy before she hears you.
Clotilda the Great! She is the living Axmagi! You ought to bow to her, human.
Rejoice! The goddess has blessed us with more whiskey.
What is it, monkey face? The All-Mother won't tolerate your distracting her right hand.
Oh, yes,
yes, right away, my good man.
Why are you so
She is the sun and the moon, the mother of all and the sister of none. We live in her shadow and at her feet. We live only to serve her.
You, the finest paw.
This batch are very stronger than the last. I want whiskey, not goblin piss. You just a youth. There's Jim Drop.
Of course, it'll be for a moment.
Have you paid tribute to the old mother yet? You'll be sorry without her blessing.
What's it all got to do to get another round?
Thirst does soon magnify one's craving for
Was
goblin
again
flesh.
twirly in here. I think I'll give me some.
To your help.
Get about bleeding time, you nincompoop. Your mother's orders are the only ones we hear. I'd sooner snap my own tusk off than salute that Jarl.
You're just a human. An estim drop, as we say. Same word we use for worm.
What's it all got to do to get another round?
just a human. It is Jim Drop.
What can I do you for?
A bit of study is dead.
That I am. But I'll tell you, each glass brings us closer to the... Now, that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Look.
Better quit that blasphemy, bullshit.
Resk, you've got to the count of 1 to kneel before me. Even freshen this.
Of course! Oh, Mother, of course!
Come on! Hurry it up, it'll be for a moment. You fancy getting your throat swirly.
I'm just fine, Sir Man. And you? Oh, hello, funny lady.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Potent heat.
And it won't be much longer
That's
yet.
it. Of course, it'll be for a moment.
That? I could have sworn that rat
Oh,
just winked at me.
Mother! The pigskin will bring you refreshment shortly.
The vermin take notice.
All the goodness. Is supper already upon us? I'd hope for something with considerably less gristle, but I suppose you'll do. Leader, a word that hardly suffices. I lead them as far as the head leads the body. It's hardly better than swamp water. I am loved by them. I am craved by them. I choose from among them he who pleases me, and I destroy the rest. The orcs of this tribe are executors of my will, no more. Naturally, there are few finer pleasures than standing before the fruits of one's labor. A stack of gold, and goods to one side, and sopping sinews and bone to the other. Ah, divine. I've developed a particular affinity for tenebrium of late. The sheen of it rather pleases the eye. My boys know not to keep a shard of the stuff from me. Consider this your warning too. Miserable, you say? I quite like it. Save the altogether hideous pink apes infesting the place. But exterminating them was a rather titillating diversion, I must admit. The townsfolk here were no different from those in the north. The larger ones beg me to spare the smaller ones. The smaller ones bleat like lambs for the larger ones. Yet they each squeal just the same when you split their piggy skin from nose to navel. Yes, I dare say the wizard won't be so pleased with himself for evading us when he returns. His servants' entrails will be wreathed among his grapevines, and the rest of the villagers are already hacking away in the tenebrium mines. Undead drones bent in service to the conduit. Our conduit didn't describe every detail of her plan to her mold-eyed pets in the mines. Well, no matter. It hardly concerns you, unless you can break the enchantments protecting his house. But that's a matter of magic, not the erotic virtues of your mother's rot-rancid corpse. I doubt anyone from Silverglen will be of use. So it seems, but even the cleverest magician cannot conceal his tricks forever. The wizard may have fled, but he left a passel of servants behind. Servants I very much doubt will be immune to the charms of my screws and cleavers. But how very obvious! Who better than a cow to bring a frightened calf back into the herd? Surely you and that bootlicker's sensibility of yours ought to have an insight or two into where a servant might seek sanctuary. Our rat catcher, regrettably, seems to be in need of some direction in the matter.
Can't you see me bloody cup is empty?
Well, that depends very much, whelp. My boys are free to do what they will with the garbage left over after a massacre. But certain more valuable materials must be delivered to me. Tell me.
Yeah, about bleeding
Of course, it'll be for a moment.
No, nothing beyond the standard fare.
That's right. Nothing unusual in the least.
As I assumed. My boys know nothing, if not that double-crossing their all-mother would be most unwise.
Can't you see me bloody cup is empty?
Unless you have proof that something has gone awry in the armory, I'll hardly bother with this matter. The deer has certainly earned his moniker. Norok is my best boy, the pinnacle of orcish devotion. His child's mind and brick-hard arms make him the perfect soldier. Whatever I say, Norok will do, and with a gleeful smile upon his simple face all the while. It would do you well not to cross me, whelp. For if I tire of dealing with you, I'll simply have you sent upstairs to the Spinebreaker. He knows just what to do with the toys Mummy Dearest sends him. Have had the pleasure of making his acquaintance. Careful. He was only just released from the hangman's cells. What was the case? Ah, yes. I believe he ordered his rats to chew out the tongues of every last infant within a Western Orcish tribe. An answer to some insult or other from the tribe's all-mother. Or so I heard. He's dangerous, yes, and quite mad, but I'd trust him with my own neck. There's not an orc in Riverland that would dream of crossing Brutilda, no matter how mad.
Oi, Barkeep! What's you all got to do to get another round?
To your health.
Yeah, about bleeding time, you nincompoop.
The deer has certainly earned his moniker. It would do you well not to cross me, whelp. For if I tire of dealing with you, I'll simply have you sent upstairs.
The mind of a child. A monster like that.
And here I was thinking you'd relate perfectly well to a child like mine.
You getting your throat slit like your pretty little family.
You've got to the count of one to kneel before me. You're looking rather...
That saves you the finest paw. Out of whiskey? Oh, this lot to get his thirsty by the day.
Whiskey?
Well,
not goblin, this. only thing smaller than a human man is his useless flasks. Why, I bet there's more piss in my gut than whiskey in this vehicle pouch. Blind the barky. You know well as I is how gonna hell on us.
Of course, it'll be but a moment. I saved you the finest paw.
About bleeding time.